Victims of human trafficking are speaking out here in Washington, calling on Congress to pass legislation they say would disrupt the growing online sex trafficking industry. Abigail Robertson brings us that story.
While prostitution is illegal in most of the country and strictly regulated in Nevada, there's nothing that prohibits the internet from advertising about it. More than 60 senators are working to close this legal loophole and bring survivors their day in court.
The more we dug into it, the more we realized that there was a federal law that protected these websites from the kind of prosecution you would normally expect and the kind of court cases that the victims would normally be able to bring.
The Stop Enabling Sex Traffickers Act, or SESTA, would prevent those who use the web to traffic adults and minors from escaping liability. Lauren Hirsch, a former New York City prosecutor, left her job to become an advocate for victims when she saw the shift to online trafficking and a shortage of laws regulating the new marketplace.
I guess for the last maybe 6.5 years, I've been sort of yelling at the computer screen saying, how is this possible? How is this legal? Watching young people being sold day in and day out and websites making huge amounts of money from it.
She says passing SESTA would help victims in their legal battles against websites like Backpage.com.
It gives survivors avenues to hold these websites that are exploiting kids or facilitating exploitation of kids. It gives survivors the avenue to hold these websites accountable.
The House passed a similar bill in November, but critics like Senator Portman say it does more harm than good by protecting tech companies over victims.
When people hear these stories and they understand what we're doing and how narrowly targeted this legislation is, it's not meant to interfere with the freedom of the internet. I think just the opposite. I think it's important that the internet police itself better.
The Senate could vote on the bill by the end of the month. Senator Portman hopes once the bill passes the Senate, his colleagues in the House will consider strengthening their version of the legislation. Reporting from Capitol Hill, Abigail Robertson, CBN News.